Monday Night Live. First day of the week for you guys, not for us. Tropic padded hearing protection wraps, pelter wraps. Multicam, same things. Extra small mesh pockets, these are Velcro. IX, if you would like one, now is your chance to get these. We don't make these. I don't think we've ever made them before. 16 round pull-out trays. These will fit any place. You can put 2 M4 mags. Some pouches that'll hold just a single will hold those also. Tiger stripe medium clothes bags. There is a grip right there, a chunk of Killdozer bags that'll ship orders out. Padded suspenders, we build those as you order them, padded 8 sets. Multicam black, red, Velcro backed, large mesh pockets coming off the line. There's a bunch of them over there. Bifold, dual tool totes. Let me open one of these up for guys that aren't sure what these are. Hold on. Those snaps work very well. 2 compartments, zippers. Think like wrenches, screwdrivers, right? Or metric standard box wrenches. Typhon royal blue. Here are more of those dual tool totes in tiger stripe. There's a bunch more of those somewhere. And then Typhon pink toiletry bags, royal blue Typhon toiletry bags. That's some of the stuff done today. We are well underway on 8 mag stacks. If you got one of those on order, those will be coming in a couple days here, if not tomorrow. If you want one, I think there are 12 additional available in there. Now's a good time to order one. These are double wide crossbody bags. Somebody asked for these in multicam black, hot pink. We ran 3 extras. If you would like to have one, if you'd like your woman or daughter or somebody to have one, there are 3 available. I'm not sure that you can even order that, so if you want one and you don't see it as an option, just order custom, put in notes what you want, and we will ship you one of those. We are currently running clothes bags medium. These are probably, nope, these are dual Rallymans, probably. We've got some CQB subloads going somewhere. Lots of other stuff out here. These are extra, these are small mesh pockets. There's a bunch of large mesh pockets back there somewhere. And on. Not sure what those are. Oh, those are the 8 sets for all these 8 mag stacks. Anything else specific you want to see, shout it out. We can look at it a little closer, or we can go up to the front and see anything else that's up there. Let's roll back, start from the top right here. Aggie, Benjamin Brewer, Seaside, William, Dean Conrad, what's up? Jason, what's up? Brandon, what's up? Some crazy shit, man. It's always baffling when people say really heinous shit to you on the internet. Like, you can't actually fucking pinpoint them. The world is so small now that chances are one of your followers or somebody that you know is actually within a mile of that dude. It's absolutely bizarre. Like, they can't be touched. Mopar, what's up? Hamster, what's up? Vince, William S., Richard Edward, Loco, what's going on? Thanks for the tools. Oh, Richard. Oh, yeah, you got me fucked up, man. I'm used to Rich Elby. I'm him. What's up? You want all? Mr. Greg. Got your 1 quart today. Nice. What do you think of it, dude? Those Han Dillon milks are gorgeous you posted. Dean, I don't remember. We just put them into cages right now, like just minutes ago. I'll have a video of some of the better ones up tonight. Isaac, what's up? Draven, what's going on? Morris for Morris, what's up? Long time no see. Hard at work. Good, man. Make your money. Ken, 120,000, right? Bitcoin today, 120. Ground Fog, what's up? Jason, Jake, Darren Henning. Got Tiger deplorable bag. They're fucking nice, aren't they? They're big. The flag tool bags are really nice too. Tom, what's up? Just came to me. I'm going to set up my war belt with 1 quartz for 60 round drums. They'll do it. Yeah, those will do that. Radio Made Easy, what's up? Can N get on your vendor list? I don't have vendors. We sell direct to consumer, Taylor. SOE tacticalgear.com. SOE tacticalgear.com. And on YouTube here, I've got over 6,000 videos you can check out. Taylor, what's up? I am in the embroidery business. Right on. That does me no good. I need in-house. We react and move too quickly to be able to source it out and have you mail it to us. 122,000, now 117, crazy. Braylon was blown away by the owl video. The owls are fucking wild, man. Said all the snakes were so gorgeous. Yeah, the owl is super neat, and you don't have to have any permitting or paperwork because it's not a U.S. species. You can literally just go, they're about $5,000, but you can go and buy a chick, and then you feed it, and it imprints on you. And there's a ton of shit like you don't know, right? Like you never have an owl's perch because the owl that perches higher is the dominant owl. So when you come into a enclosure with the owl, you never want the owl above your eye level. Any info on large clothes bags? Ordered last week, asked to send whatever. Yeah, just because you asked that, if you didn't put that in notes, that doesn't mean that's going to happen. If I recall, you ordered a woodland, and woodland are in motion, so it's somewhere out here. Give me your order number, and I'll go pull one, and we'll ship you whatever we can ship you tomorrow. But, I mean, the real answer is you've had 35 years to order this clothes bag, and you ordered something and asked us to do that after the fact, and when we got home, we were gone Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so I don't even know if Thursday night's orders were printed, and we've got over 1,000 orders for those days. And we work on paper here. So we try to do what we can do, but your emergency is never our emergency. And if you really need something fast, I can show you what we got. You order it tonight, and we'll ship it to you tomorrow. Imagine being able to train some owls to hang around the property. So you don't let these birds fly. These birds, you keep them on a flight leash, basically. Bitcoin will hit multiples of 200,000. That's what they've been saying for a long time, man. You think Bitcoin will hit 200,000? Yeah, I'll bet you it does. End of year, beginning of next year, I'll bet. Did I just hear you got it? No, I did not get an owl. I did not get an owl. We were at a show in Atlanta. Met these people that run a zoo, used to run a zoo, and now they raise zoo animals. Like he raises chimpanzees to 2 years old and then turns them over to zoos and wildlife parks. He raises tigers to 2 years old, so he gets all the kitten and all the playfulness. And he's like, you know, he's a big dude. He's like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but a 200-pound tiger, you know, comes at me, I can kind of come out of that. But once that tiger's 300 pounds, there's no getting away. He goes, I raise them till they're about 200 pounds, turn them over to wildlife parks. So I get all the cool part of it without the danger. Because I'd asked him about monkeys. I'm like, monkeys, you got any monkeys? You work with monkeys? He's like, dude, monkeys are super dangerous. He goes, I've had capuchins, I've had chimps, I've done all kinds of stuff. He goes, you can have capuchins, you can have spider monkeys, you can have all kinds of these little monkeys, right? You can't have tailless monkeys, meaning apes. He goes, but even the spider monkeys, like once they hit 3-4 years old, once they're at maturity, they become violent. Saw an owl in the woods here. They are over when I get out. Oh, they're all over. Yeah, they're all over. We have owls here, all for sure. Let's see. 235 248 235 248 235 Matt. Oh, I recognize this last name here too. 235248. Yep, just like I said, woodland. Put my Reddit, yeah. All right, Matt. I've got multicam, I've got black, or I've got OD in black. Which of those would you like? I would assume multicam because it's the closest to woodland. Spider monkey's good eating. I'll eat monkey, dude. If like I want to go to Thailand just to eat weird shit and like, you know, catch wild animals and shit. I know people like to go to, you know, Thailand because of the LBFMs, but that's not my thing. Multicam, okay. Let me print this. Sorry, guys. We'll be done here in a second. 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 8. Yeah, anytime you guys change any of that shit, we gotta add notes, we gotta print a new slip, because even if we pull it, my shipping lady is gonna catch that and go, hey, this order says woodland, you put in here multicam. And then we also need a note so that when you 5 years from now you're like, hey, my multicam large clothes bag, something happened to it, and we pull up your order and it says woodland, I'm gonna go, you don't have a multicam large clothes bag, so what's up? So that's what's required. Velo parasite cleanse. I'll send you some. Velo. What are we doing, Mike? Huh? What is Velo parasite cleanse? I was thinking Beaver. I just ordered some Temu parasite cleanse. I'll let you know how it works. LBFM out of my lane. I hate being a semi-boomer. Little brown fuck machine. Not my thing. Never been my thing. I like white girls. Super, super racist with my girlfriends. My wife. Norhiko, what's up, buddy? Street food, avoid India. No shit. Justin goes to India like once a year and gets fucking dead sick for like 6 fucking months. They're like, do you want fish or do you want meat? What kind of meat? It's meat. Like any place where they're bathing, pissing, shitting, and floating dead people, and that's where your water comes from, you might not want to eat there. Bread and circuses shirt. Good choice. Need more white babies. We need more babies. I don't care what color they are. I like white chicks. Like even when I was looking at porn, it was white girls. Just like everybody else in the world looks at white girls. I don't want to leave America either. You like you some chocolate? Fucking filthy Arab. Green Monster is the best cleanse. Yeah, who does Green Monster? Where did I used to see those from? I feel like I used to get them mailed to me. Padded suspenders made my rigs. Oh, hell yeah, they do. Yeah, the padded suspenders are a big difference. The padded suspender and the padded H harness. Anytime color isn't a necessary put in the special. Yeah, we ship that shit super quick. People catch on to that, even though I say it like every day. Order a multicam pelter rep and be like, hey, I'll also take woodland or any other color if you're out of those. Close to it. We'll always try to send something close. Padded H's. I've got them in I have them in woodland right now. I told Jess, order black chicks love me. I told Jess, older black chicks love me. She laughed. Till all her coworkers at the hospital would flirt with me in front of her. Josh, never worry about color. That's awesome, dude. I'm glad you're fucking colorblind. That means I can send you. Oh, you're not talking about your woman. You're talking about gear. Never mind. I want to go to India just to see if I want to go to India to buy a bunch of shit and send it back here in shipping containers. Now that Pier 1 Import's closed, we'll do that again. It's all pink on the inside. It all tastes the same when you barbecue it. This is cold water. I never drink cold water. Cold water with a little bit of blood orange aminos left over. I don't know why this is fucking leaking. I don't even know how it's leaking. Yeah, water with stuff in it. That's right. You guys want to see some cool snakes? I just put 16 of them into a rack system until we get the other caging together. Will the low pro suspenders mate up with a taper wart? They absolutely will. Yeah. Do you have a preferred sewing machine for flat? But I've never used a cylinder. Trying to decide on FAF or Juki. I don't think it matters if you're not buying a new one. 90% of what I sew on is a Conso 206 and an old one at that. I even have a backwards reverse one. Well, several of them. And then I've got Juki LU 1508s. I've got a bunch of those. Is Isaac willing to participate in Mr. Beast style game? He is. He surprisingly he is. He's down for some jackass stuff. Single point bungees, always. I always have single point bungees. An older John Fetterman? I don't know. And are we still getting a raccoon? Amanda had every opportunity to get a raccoon. It turns out she was all show and no go. She wanted a raccoon until she fucking realized she could actually get a raccoon. And I was 100% prepared to get a raccoon, and she's like, I'm not baby feeding a raccoon. I fed kittens. How about a catamundi? Those are pretty cool too. Don't forget how fast they are. The Hondurans are fast, yes. And they were cold too. William, things in my world are fun. What is the obsession with gear color? Well, I don't know. I had a guy working here who was fucking great. One of the best persons I ever had, actually, like, best employee. And that motherfucker was colorblind as fuck. He sent lots of wrong colored gear to people. Foop XL danglers. I don't have a clue, buddy. I got multicam right now. Getting a tooth extracted in the morning. Is there any remedy to help with healing? I would definitely take the antibiotics they're going to give you. I would say salt water, warm salt water, gently swished in your mouth. But if they're extracting a tooth, you don't want to like fucking open that pocket up. Is that your office or man? It's my shop. It's what you're seeing here is 10,000 feet downstairs, and then there's 6,000 feet upstairs also. Yeah, no smoking, no booze. Good point there. He told me he was bloated for the last video shot. He was that motherfucker's fat. That's what I said when we put him in that Daisy Duke top and tied him up, and he put some shorts on. We went to Walmart and put chick clothes on him, and there's a bunch of people waiting to get in the dressing room. And he comes out
with it, and it's got like a little push-up padded bra in there, so it looked like he had some titties. And everybody just died laughing. It was a good time. And then he put the shorts on and I cut them, you know, so we could see the pockets and shit. But that motherfucker's got a muffin top. I think he drinks a lot of beer. New shop is so much bigger. Oh fuck yeah, it is. It is much bigger. There's it's, I don't know. There's a whole upstairs to it. We're on 10 acres. We've got outbuildings. He said today that there was a copperhead on the range, and they were all looking to him to handle it. And he laughed and was like, "This woodland bag here is 4 different colors of green, right?" Yeah. You talking about Lewis? Clove oil. Yeah, clove oil helps with pain. If you have a toothache, clove oil works well. It does. Used a single point sling on my weed eater. It makes a huge difference, dude. The vibration coming out of a weed eater, especially if you have like a mile of fence line to do, you know how your hands go numb? Huge, huge game changer. It's more valuable on a string trimmer than it even is a rifle. Where the two together in the black noose, in the back noose snakes, where the two together, John, where the two together, there's 2 boas back there. Those are, they look like normal, well, they don't look like normal boas. To somebody that doesn't know, but they have a lot of high genetics in those 2 boas. They're going to make some crazy babies. Clove oil also euthanizes fish, or euthanizes. Makes them happy or kills them. I'll be right back. For anybody's late, tiger stripe medium closed bags. There's a pile right there of killdozer bags that'll ship orders tomorrow. Multicam black red thread Velcro back to mesh pockets, 16 round 12 gauge trays, IX FUPA danglers, extra small woodland mesh pockets, pelter wraps, and multicam and tropic, Typhon pink toiletries, Typhon royal blue toiletries, bifold tool totes in tiger, and multicam black red right there. Spags, what's up, dude? It's almost like you made the single point sling for the string. We should have. It's way more valuable on a string trimmer than on a rifle. Ooh, where's that one at? Where'd that snake go? Just kidding. There's no snake there. These are milk snakes. Before some little bitch wants to call and say I have copperheads or coral snakes. I do not. I have no venomous animals. One of these things shit. These motherfuckers haven't been in a cage for 10 minutes and one of them already shit and smell it. Hypo Honduran. That's actually a ghost, the first one. That one's pretty cool. That one's pretty cool too. Here's one of them. Once this one sheds, this will be badass. It's almost all black and red. Got another one. Here he is. Let's see if you guys can see this. There he is. That rack's up way high. That's at like almost 7 feet up. They were in all these cups, these big deli containers. These are the two boas you're talking about, Rich. That door is super nasty. Hard water fucks them up, so you got to use vinegar. And then there's a big python in here. These are all the cages that we picked up. Those are 6-foot cages. Those are 4-foot cages. And these are 30-inch cages, but I've already put a bunch of those together. So right now we sit at 6 of these, 8 of these. So we will have, eventually we will have, to start with, we'll have a stack of 3 6-foot cages. We'll have 3 stacks of those. And then we'll have, I don't know, we'll have 50 of these probably. And then we're getting some 8-footers and 10-foot cages. And then I've also got, like these right here, I just got a delivery today of, I think there's 30 or 40 of them on that pallet. All this shit just, like we picked these up in Atlanta. If this dies, hopefully it comes back on, but there's an entire stack right there of cages that are flat packed also. I don't know if you could see those. You have a good reptile vet? Nope. Nope, I don't have a good reptile vet. I am the reptile vet. Was that other little shop on your other channel going to be the snake room? No, that's the rat room. Is breeding lucrative if you have the right animals, right? So I used to tell people all the time when they would ask that, I'm like, bearded dragon, right? You can buy a $50 bearded dragon. You can buy a $5,000 bearded dragon. $50 beard, and it's the exact same inputs, right? Takes the same amount of food, same amount of energy, same amount of cleaning, everything. But if you breed $50 bearded dragons, you're producing $50 bearded dragons, and you can't get rid of inexpensive animals in quantity, right? So that's, then you're stepping into a wholesale type deal. So you might as well buy good stock and breed better animals, right? And then you have higher end clients, and then, you know, people are after higher end animals. When you're dealing with low cost animals, you're dealing with the public for the most part. I see somebody got banned. Knocked the fuck out. I didn't even see what you said, punk. Thanks, Amanda. I heard John say none of yours are venomous. Why would folks want venomous snakes? Because it's super interesting, right? If you look at Tyler Nolan, for instance, is a very big YouTube channel. Reptile dude, tattoo guy. He was on the TV show Inked and all that stuff. And he has king cobras and rattlesnakes and all kinds of shit. It draws a fuck ton of traffic having venomous animals. And traffic, attention, is what social media is all about. Didn't you used to buy a bunch of baby snakes and just flip them? No, not really flip them. Grew them up for sure. Sold some of them. Do I sell snake skin? Like sheds? Or like actual dead snake skin? The answer is no, I don't sell either. But I have a fucking ton of like shakes. I had snakes that just shed today. Ooh, what's a trouser snake? Oh man, he's crazy how he handles all this venomous thing. Yep, he's been bit too, right? He was in the hospital for 2 weeks, almost died from a king cobra bite. Wasn't even his. Any market for shedded skin. I see people selling it like on oddities groups and stuff. To me, it's not even worth selling. It's just like starting a business selling raw goods. Is there a market? Hell yes, there is. But you're not going to have orders that are like $1,000. You're going to have orders that are like $10 or $100. And this, you know, the higher volume, the more irate customers you're going to have. When you deal in the best shit, you don't typically have as many irate customers. Like my buddy Pierre, high-level salesman for Porsche at a premier dealership. There's only 4 of those in the United States, which means you can custom order your spec car, and they will build it, and then you can go to Germany and drive it on the track, or you can take delivery of it in, you know, the United States or whatever. Pierre doesn't have a bunch of fucking asshole clients like he did at other places. Has Yeti shut down Mystery? I don't have a clue. Don't know. I see Mystery Ranches for sale still. I have a 5-foot bull snake skin. I put in my garden trying to keep other critters out. Oh, they're going to eat it. Everything eats those skins. That's why you don't see it. All the bugs, your roly-polies and shit will eat that fucking thing to pieces. If you want to keep it, bring it inside. That explains why I like to see the venomous. Yeah, anybody doing crazy shit, right? Everybody watched Jackass, but did you want to go do Jackass shit? Like, it's the attention, right? It doesn't matter what they're saying as long as they're saying it about you. Mystery Ranch is for sale. Mystery Ranch was purchased by Yeti probably close to 2 years ago, Pierre. Started with a bearded dragon. 10 years later, I'm breeding green tree pythons, Ackie monitors. Nice. Nice. We bought a Biak. I think it's a Biak green tree. All yellow, bright, like purple maroon spots all over it. It's starting to turn green. And it's wild, right? Because 10 years ago when we stopped doing reptiles, green tree pythons were $500 everywhere. Now they're fucking $2,000 and $3,000. Like $500, you're getting a fucking wild caught animal. Snake skin is like pork skin. Do people eat it? I've not heard of that. Bald head seems confused. Marcus, I don't know what you're fucking talking about. Do not ban that little fucking turd. Let him go a few more times here. Walking around in circles. One of us is watching the other one. You want to guess which one you are? Somebody check out Marcus's channel there and see how fucking awesome his life is. Biaks are known for their high yellow colors. Got it. They're also the least expensive of them, it seems. Would you consider selling moon cricket skin? I have no idea what that is. I don't know what that is. Are you talking about those fucking camel spiders from Iraq? Like the sheds from them? They're like a lobster. You see that thing sitting there. It's just a shed. Firefighter training in the morning. Get some sleep, Josh. Have fun, man. Did anyone come to pick weeds? A lady hit me up. Actually, a bunch of people hit me up. But a lady hit me up last, and she was just the most convenient. And I said, hey, show up. And she's like, what do you got? And I'm like, I got weeds. Exactly like the video showed. It's weeds. And she showed up with her husband, and they picked all the way up to the outhouse. And they did an excellent job. And they said they'd be back. They can't come back tomorrow. They'll come back the next day. And I said, well, I'm going to have somebody here tomorrow. I have plenty of weeds. I've got fucking plenty of water. We can spray them if it gets hard. But it's raining, right? It's supposed to rain all week. So pulling weeds is very easy. But did the husband watch? No, they both did it. They both absolutely did. And he said he's off this week. He does asphalt, which is super fucking hot. Way hotter than today was. And his wife, I go, does she have a hat? Like, does she realize what she's getting into here? And they showed up at like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. And I go, when you come back on Wednesday, you guys should show up here at like 7 in the morning before the sun's up. You'll have 2 hours, and then when the sun comes up, you can go to the other side of the building and have shade for another 2 hours. Palmetto, what's up? Do the snakes eat mice? Yes, everything eats mice, rats, or rabbits. And as those retics get bigger, they'll eat pigs. That Burmese will too. Amanda's got a freezer. I have a brand new, huge freezer we're about to put into the new building. That'll just be rodents, and we're producing rodents. I've probably got 200 baby rats right now. We're running 2 of the 10 rat racks right now, in that building, and I probably have room in there for 16 to 20 racks. And each rack has 5 trays. Each tray right now has 1.3, but we'll probably run 1.6. So that's 1 male to 6 females. Ate some solid, good. I'm glad to hear it, Palmetto. What's an estimated time on when the boot bag promo orders will? They're already shipping. They're already shipped. Like you're asking a question that could literally have 10 different answers. What boot bag? We ship at least 100 of those orders a day, and here's another 40 handled boot bags with Killdozer. There's probably 20 down there with Army Men. But if we're gonna have the conversation, let's be real. Reply to your confirmation email and tell me you don't care about the free thing, and I'm sure we can ship it out to you. Will we feed, you mean live mice? Yeah, we will for video stuff. Depends what it is. And even when we feed live mice or rats, I usually thump them on the table, which means they're not alive. Just like the rabbits. As I pull the rabbits out of the cage and pick the rabbits, I smack them on a sawhorse, so it cervically it knocks them, they're dead right away. If you put live rats or rodents in with a snake and it doesn't eat it, there's plenty of video, and it's mostly black dudes for some reason. I don't know why. 10 years ago, there was not a lot of black folks into reptiles. And at the show, there's a lot now. Like, you see everybody at the reptile shows now. But all the videos I've seen of people like, oh my God, I left this mouse in with my snake and it ate the snake. There's a ton of that all over short form content. I had a rosy boa get out, 35, 40 years ago. I had a rosy boa get out and get into a cage with rats, and when I found it, the rats had eaten all of the snake down to, it was just like a snake skeleton, but it was alive. It had eaten all of the meat off the back, all of the skin, underbelly was all still there, all the internals were still there, but that snake was still alive, and they had fucking eaten stripped him clean. And that was probably like 6 rats in there. Guy I know that had his own reptile shop closed it just to breed rats and mice for feed. Absolutely. Look up Mice Direct or Rodent Pro. Those are the 2 big ones. And I've ordered from, now I haven't in 10 years, right? 10 years ago, though, I ordered from Mice Direct and Rodent Pro. Rodent Pro was a much cleaner, much better product. I just watched a video from Mice Direct yesterday or this morning, and they have 25,000 trays of rats and mice. And they said something else I didn't know, is you have to keep your rats and your mice in separate buildings. The mice smell the rats, and rats are predators to mice. So they're super like nervous, and they won't produce nearly as well. But these guys, like, dude, it's worth, even if you have no interest in this shit, if you want to see a business that you didn't know existed, it's worth watching that video. It's fucking wild how much they ship every day. The drug industry got bigger. Shit, I had no idea that happened. Monitors are good to have to eat what the snake... Yeah, monitors will eat everything, man. You can feed them fucking drumsticks. Breeder mice has to be super profitable. Rats are way easier, dude. Way fucking easier. Why the fuck do I always go to number 1 after 3 or 4 comments? I don't know. I thought you were catching buckets of mice on it. We are, but I don't feed them to the animals. There's too much shit that could be in those, and the animals are way too expensive. Don't put things with teeth alive in with your snakes. I have 2 Mark 23s. Do you make shoulder strap cross? I don't. Do you really have 2 Mark 23s? That's cool. Been a while since I've been here. Hope all is well. Everything's good, Mateo. My little yellow green tree needs a tiny baby rat. I would give it just a larger pinky to start with, see what it does. Give it a small meal. If it's not taking frozen thawed, then we can try something live. But I do have a bunch of baby rats that we need to feed off. I've got way too many of them. Ice Mike, what's up, dude? You do have two. That's cool, dude. Hey, Fluffy Tranny, I'm not even gonna read your shit. You're just fucking straight banned because I simply don't have a button that would just fucking kill you right now. You guys are lucky that I don't control the internet. Well, that fucking weirdo is. Fluffy Tranny was a prolific cocksucker there, I see. He had quite a few comments. I used to get mad at your chickens when they would let mice get away. Me too. Me too. I wait every few days and then move those trash cans, and there's always a nest of mice. Is there a market for anacondas? Sure there is. Anacondas are $1,500 now. They've banned importation of all that stuff. So there's only captive bred. If you back up a decade, I was buying anacondas for $85 a piece. In my experience, green tree python babies like pinky rats more than pinky mice. Well, you would know a lot more about it. I've only had maybe a dozen of them. Like, you've had fucking tons of those. Seaside, what's up? Good night. But I need holsters. That's not me, man. You're not going to get holsters from us. He lives in the Great White North. Of course he has two. He has two to fight the white. Oh, you talking about Crossbones? Where's he live? I wasn't thinking like Alaska. Who's the is it a French guy or a Canadian dude that does all the green tree stuff? And who's the green tree python dude that's super famous? It's not. Is it Bill Siegel or Ben Siegel? I used to buy a ton of fucking animals from a Siegel. North Dakota. I'm surprised those never took over the Florida Everglades. Surely tons of people have anacondas. The Burmese pythons did not come from pets. Those were import facilities and zoos that got over flooded. And what you might not be aware of, there are king cobras, there are Nile crocodiles, Nile monitors, Burmese pythons, and anacondas in the Everglades. I used to live in Alaska. It's why it seems fucking wild. But I'm getting anacondas. Amanda's like, where are we gonna put them? We'll just bring in another fucking shed. We'll just put like what's that, like rubbery material you put under your shower? We'll just put that in the entire shed. I had an African rock python. They are like Burmese. They're very much like Burmese's. Yeah. Mike, there's some good videos out there. Some really good videos on invasives. Worse than the snakes is some of the invasive plants that are out there and some of the bugs. Like there's a bug that's coming up right now, some kind of fly that really fucks cattle up, and it's coming up from Mexico. Alligator Alcatraz, me too. I think I'm gonna get some caimans. I saw a super cool black caiman, and he sat with his head up out of the water, just like this. I saw it at a show a few shows ago. All black little caiman. I don't know shit about caimans. Yeah, they got loose from the hurricane damage and most of them came out of customs. Full of piss and vinegar is how my mom described me. We can get you put into Alcatraz, alligator Alcatraz. I got a deplorable bag in today. Kicks, they are nice, aren't they? Did you get one of the tiger stripe ones? We've got multicam black ones in motion somewhere. Yeah, it got loose. It was Charlie Wood. It was from hurricane damage. It's not people letting their pets go. It's not like some kid's aquarium got fucking washed out that had a Burmese python in it. Have they studied the cobras? Will the population grow and last? There's a lot of people saying that there's king cobras out there. What they have not been able to do is go consistently to an area and go, this is where we're going to catch some king cobras. And you guys all hear about all the hunting that's going on in the Everglades, right? All the invasive species in the Everglades that are going out and people are catching them and shit. You know, they've only issued 5 permits. There's only 5 motherfuckers that are able to go and hunt out in the Everglades. If somebody has some other information, let me know. I consistently hear that. I was talking to some dudes that shoot iguanas and invasives, and there's only 5 people that are actually killing those things out in the Everglades. Carrie King from Slayer used to breed carpet pythons. I had a few, also Slash from Guns N' Roses. Yeah, I've had carpet pythons. Amanda wants some carpets. Paul, what's up? Did you get your purple injectables pouch yet? I was on a tactical response live the other day, and it seemed to be based off the number of comments. Interesting. Iron Pig, hey, what's up, dude? Not yet, but you got tracking on it, right? It has shipped. You were aware that it is shipped. You are aware that they've been built and you have seen them, correct? Anybody want to see anything before we get off of here? We can go for a few more minutes if there's something you guys want to see specifically. It's probably a false water cobra. They look familiar to king cobra. Yes, correct. I don't think it's false water cobras. There's some pretty reliable people, like there's some real names talking about it. What are the injectables? Injectable case. It's a pouch we make that set up for injectables. On the permaculture side, what does invasive mean? Jack Spirko says it's from the world. It's not invasive, says if it's from the world. Got it. Vehicle med bags? I don't have any. I've got a blue one. That's the only vehicle med bags I have right now. We have red ones tasked. I don't know why they're taking so long. So I would suspect that they're probably cut and already on the floor somewhere. White snakes from the other night shed. A couple of them have. Those are albino retics that you're talking about. And yes, a couple of them have shed. Just excited to see what the mystery box. Oh, it's gonna be badass, man. Did you get the last one? Did you do Mystery 9? Yeah, it was Tiger Stripe. Any recommendations where I could get the plastic? So you can use wood, you can use plastic, you can use Kydex. What's the Kydex-like material they put under for skid plates and shit? Every major city is going to have a plastics place, and they will have several options for you. Wonder if it's difficult to get a permit, and maybe they're expensive. Permit for what? Oh, to hunt in the Everglades? No, I think they're very specific about who's allowed to go in the park. Saw you made Scully a drop bolster or something. You're going to start, no, we're going to offer them. Nope. Yeah, the Mystery 9's badass. If you like the 9, you're gonna love the 10. Billy Magnum, what's up? All right, guys, have a good night. I'm out.